Okay, so I'm Laurent, and I've done all the training here in Costa Mesa, in the franchise here in Costa Mesa with LearningRx, and I'm really happy I did it. I've learned a lot about myself, about how to trigger my skills and my focus to really become outstanding, and not just normal or excellent, but outstanding. And it's all thanks to Tito here, so thank you so much, Tito. He really, really, really cared, and that's something I really, really appreciate. Because you know, when you go to a coach or like a mentor and they care like 80%, it's great, but you feel a bit frustrated and you don't feel like you make the most value of it. But here, Tito, it was always 100%.
Thank you,
So,
Tito.
I really appreciate it. I learned a lot. I'm really happy I did it. I would do it again, so it was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I learned a lot.
Thank you, Laurent. Wonderful. Yes.
I like this one. Just I feel like the confidence you have is just greater. You don't doubt your answers, right? I know you one time you told me like at the interview,
Yeah,
you were like,
that's
oh
true.
man, should I change my answer or not? And then you didn't, right? You got it on the money.
You do it.
Wow, I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
I
in
didn't know
general.
the story.
Yeah, in general, like I've always been like doubting my answer, and it was like a 50-50. Like when you really think about it and you are under pressure, like it's a 50-50. But here, my assumption would be now that I just trust my instinct, and
Wow.
most of the time it's right.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. That's awesome.
Your visual memory, I think this kind of evolved into the 4K Ultra HD TV,
Yeah,
right?
I'm as precise as you now. This is a 4K too.
You got it, man. Also, too, is just the focus and concentration to stay on a task, right? And especially for just a longer duration, right? We always talked about kind of like your endurance. You're always speedy in the beginning, and then you would start to get slower and slower, right? But now I feel like you're able to just work fast and keep that same pace throughout.
Yeah, that's very true. I knew I was lacking endurance unless I was under high pressure, but now I'm able to kind of put the pressure to myself so that I keep the endurance.
Nice.
If I had to, if I wanted to overperform, like I had to do that, but now I'm aware of that.
And
Yes.
it's more automatic. It comes automatic with you.
Yeah.
Like
And like-
whatever you're doing, you keep the pace.
Yes, and I'm like, I know how to trigger it, like I'm aware of that.
Nice.
It's more before I was doing it subconsciously or unconsciously. Now I'm doing it consciously.
So you're more in control.
Yeah, I'm more in control.
I like that. I like the way you put it. Yeah.
Yes.
You're understanding not only, you know, written language a lot easier, but now just spoken language a lot easier, right? I know your first language is in English, right? So I feel like now even anybody speaking to you in English, you're just picking it up a lot easier and with more ease,
Yes.
right?
And also I understand the sounds better, how to pronounce them better with an American accent. When I came to LearningRx, I did not expect that. It was not one of my goals. You know, when you go somewhere and you want to learn something, at the end of the day you learn so many other things.
Yeah.
So that's one of the extra things I learned.
Good. And you told me this, especially kind of like how when you were reading or when we would do like the, you know, circling the numbers in the boxes, that you can just take kind of one look at something, and even if you look away, you're still kind of able to just remember what you saw.
Yeah, I think again, I was already doing it, but unconsciously. Now I can do it consciously. Like I know that, like again, like it increases my self-confidence because I know I'm able to do. It's very crazy because I can't explain it myself.
Nice.
But for example, the circle things, like I just look at the line, I blink, and I know the answer. I know exactly what to underline and what to circle in like less than a fraction of a second.
Woo!
Whereas
That's
at the beginning,
big.
I was like spending at least 5 to 10 seconds on the line to identify the sum to
Beautiful,
9
that's-
and the sum to 10.
Yeah.
Now I just look at the line, I blink, and I know where it is. So
Whoa!
yeah.
That's big. That's
I
almost photographic memory here.
Yeah.
So it's the subconscious mind which
Yeah.
does it, I guess.
You talk, you sound, you act, and I feel like you behave more like a leader.
I think it goes with the self-confidence. If you're more confident, then you're more at ease and more comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the last thing, man, I think you speak more like an American.
Whoa!
That's really true. Like the R especially and the th, but I didn't know how to
And
do
the
it.
R.
it's been like 6 years I've been in the US, I've never known because we don't learn that in school in France. Like we really focus on the content, on the vocabulary, on the syntax and all these rules, but we don't focus on the pronunciations.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Beautiful.
But now I know.
Big round of applause.
Yay.
Yay.
Thank you, Tito. Thank you, Tito.